I'm gonna sell the Jeep.
Go
I'll
ahead.
believe it
Do
when I see
tell.
it.
Least
Yeah.
least surprising thing I've heard all day.
I'm tired of it breaking every time I'm on the road. I don't like. It wheels good, and it wheels and does all that stuff, and doesn't drive well. So like, driving it to the Alvord, I would just at this point I wouldn't trust it to make it there and back without blowing up something. So, on road
Well,
is not good enough.
The good news is today we are going to be playing a game.
We're going straight in.
Where
I had
you
commentary.
build-
Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh no, this is going to take a little bit. This is going to be a roller coaster ride of chaos.
There's no.
Hey, next episode, let's put a pin on this. I want to talk about Mike overcorrecting the other direction. So I just want to say this out loud so I don't forget it.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead. What's the game? Jesse? What's the name of the
I was
game?
looking
This
into vans.
is a 4x4 snake draft.
I'm
So
familiar with
first
this
we're going
idea.
to pick. We're going to pick our order. I have everybody's names on cards. I was going to do it via like a race, kind of how we typically do our fantasy football draft, but that was just too much energy in the upfront, and getting everybody to commit is very difficult. So we're all on
You don't
post-it notes. I have decided, since we have not enough people, that I will also be participating, not just being a host today.
Okay.
So,
Host. Is there a name for this game?
it's just called The Game. 4x4 snake
Oh,
draft.
that means you lost.
This is
Oh
really
God, this is really long.
It's because people
version.
normally have to come running down.
yeah. You haven't given me
I-
enough time to
yeah.
run up to the stage yet.
Oh, so I need to
I've been
exit
on this game
screen
show.
and come back.
I was on this game show. If anybody can find it, it was the first or the 11th day of January, 2011. I
So
was
January
on-
11th.
Yeah, but it was 11/11, or it was
Okay.
1/11/11. I was on The Price is Right. I won a bunch of
Cool.
Gucci.
Well, maybe you'll win today.
Huh?
So,
We'll see.
first and foremost, we will be picking our order for our 4 teams today. First, we have Mike coming in with the big natural 20s. We have
Roll it.
Colin with Honda Fit This Deck. I put the pause in the wrong spot. I'm sorry, Colin. It's Honda Fit This Deck.
Yeah.
Sean here with Rash Decisions, and me over here doing some raw dogging. So we want to put the names in the Campfire Passport hat and pick everybody out.
Campfire Passport Hat Cast.
Hey, where can you buy one of those?
Campfirepassport.com
All right, cool. Just checking. Asking for a friend.
/hats.
/hats.
Yeah.
All right. So first round draft pick goes to
Well, everybody gets a first round draft pick.
Yeah.
So
Pole position,
you
maybe?
mean you mean
Yeah.
first draft?
First on the grid.
Yeah.
Sure.
P1.
Did you tape them together? What's going on there?
Mike, you get the first pick.
Oh,
All
shit.
right. Let's go. Hey, while we're waiting for all these hats to be molested, are we on the Campfire Passport podcast today?
We are. Yeah.
Cool.
Last I checked.
Just wanted to do the intro.
You just
while we
wanted
were
to get
waiting.
it out of the way.
Yeah. That way we're not waiting.
Next on the list is Rash D's.
These rash.
All right, the 50-50
Oh,
chance.
I can see it through here. It says Honda Fit this deck.
Great.
And then that means I'm number 4.
Colin's not on the board anymore.
Colin got.
All right. Now,
Hey.
son of a bitch.
This is going.
This is just like,
This is going really well.
This is really good.
I told you this is controlled chaos.
it's got to be amazing.
TV
for the
screen
listeners.
gold.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot of people that just listen to this and they don't watch the video.
oh god, I hope they
I'm
watch the
waiting-
video.
I'm
It's
waiting
gonna be
for
a
the
lot
whole
better
thing.
the failing.
Oh man,
All
now he's
right.
taking. He's pulling the
thing's-
curtain now.
Are we
whole thing's
ready for
falling down.
round
And
1?
he said,
Oh, I thought I was gonna fall.
Okay, all right.
We
Everything's gonna
are
fall.
going to be picking our vehicles.
Okay,
You have
all
to
right.
choose from a 2009 L322 with a 4.2 liter supercharged automatic transmission. You
Okay.
have next a 2017 Colorado Z71 3.6 liter auto trans. Third on the list is a 2011 JKU Sport with the 3.8 liter and an auto. Next on the list, 2000 Tacoma 2.4 liter manual trans. Next, 1995 Montero 3 liter with an auto trans. 2000 Land
Is it an
Cruiser.
SR or an LS? It looks like an SR. Or
We're just, for all intents and purposes,
It's-
most of them
if
are
it's-
going to be base model. 'Cause the
but it's
next
got,
round is model.
but that's got flares, right? Yeah, that's got.
Doesn't it
Yes,
have
it's
flares?
got plates.
Yeah, that's
flares.
flares. Okay, so that's got a rear locker, just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, good to
So
know.
we're pretending for this game that this is all base and nobody's got lockers because you will get there.
But that one has a locker.
Yeah, it just
It
comes with a
doesn't
locker.
have a
yeah,
locker.
what year's,
But
what
that
year's
one
the
has a
Land
locker.
Cruiser?
Somebody remove the locker?
Yeah, you need to get rid
What
of
kinda-
that would have to be a flareless second gen for it to not have a locker.
Somebody bought a second gen and
That
then
should
just
have-
took the
Okay.
locker
Yeah,
out.
if it's got a winter package, you know.
It says no locker.
Heated seats. Yeah.
Somebody pulled it out.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Somebody pulls out.
All
Oh,
right, so
sorry.
what's the next one after that?
2000 Land Cruiser with the 4.8 liter V8 and an auto trans.
It's not a 4.8,
Isn't those 4 or they're
4.7.
4.2?
4.7.
4.7. Oh, sorry. Well, let
You've
me-
got
let
This
me
one's got
try
a,
that.
this
Yes,
one's
I
Do
got
you
do.
have one of
a little
those?
bit of an
Do you have one of
overboard.
those? Do you not know
No.
what engine you have?
I forgot. I already forgot that I had a Land Cruiser.
Oh. What engine was in that 4Runner?
How many miles were on it?
4 liter. 300 and some odd thousand miles. Unknown. But more than that. The last one on the list is
Yeah.
a 2000 XJ with a 4 liter and a manual trans.
2000.
Oh, and
so
a
it's,
manual
Thousand.
transmission.
so it's
With a
going to have a
manual trans.
Chrysler 8.25.
It'll have an 8.25, but it will have the head that's more likely. Well, no. What's the build date? Late 99, they'd recast
What's the
the
VIN
head.
on that?
I just need to know the head casting. Because if it's a what is it, a 0331, it's going to have oil issues.
Mike,
Yeah.
you're first. Take your fucking
Wait,
pick.
hold on,
But
hold
what's-
on, hold on.
But what's the end game
Yeah,
space?
what's yeah,
Okay.
like what
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 are we
we're
playing?
drafting
what are
to
what am I
You're
trying
going
to
to-
build?
We are drafting vehicles,
Uh-huh,
I get
and we will
that.
draft mods,
uh-huh.
Right, but what am I
and
building?
then so that we are building a vehicle for multiple trails. Because our last round, we will be doing a trail thing, where you will be rated on how well your vehicle can do the trail.
Okay, then the XJ. It'll do all the trails already.
Wait, hold on. You're judging? What in the
We
end?
are all going to judge
Oh,
each
okay.
other.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
will
a normal
get
podcast.
I'm good at that.
That's a regular
Oh, yeah.
podcast for us. Yeah.
You think I'm going to judge you guys? That's not my thing. That's not my shtick.
Yeah, I'll take the XJ.
Mike goes with the XJ.
Yeah.
So does the value of these is all even? That's not going to factor in anywhere. Is that something I
No.
need to be aware of? Okay.
It's a really
money
nice
is
XJ.
money is of no object.
All right. I'm taking the Land Cruiser.
Big surprise.
That's a Range Rover, my friend.
That's a range. He said Land Cruiser, you idiot.
Oh, sorry, Land Cruiser. I'm sorry. I just assumed he had better taste.
and things were going so
Oh
well.
my god.
Yeah.
Colin, please.
You're killing. You guys
I
are.
know.
You guys are killing me here because you're telling me I can't have an SR when it comes to the Montero.
Now you got to draft your.
So I guess I'm gonna have to get the L322 because you can't tell me that doesn't have a locker because if it's supercharged, it has a locker. Sorry, rear locker,
He's
factory.
shooting holes.
There's
in
no
your
there's
thing
no
here.
non-option for that. You
Fine.
said it was
You
supercharged.
can
It has a
have
locker.
Well, how come
rear.
he gets to have a locker? The Land Cruiser should have one too.
XJs,
Not
XJs
factory.
come
That's a
welded.
factory option.
You didn't argue enough, Sean. I'm
That's-
sorry.
I'm
You
trying
didn't
to
bully
factory
me into
option.
saying
Asshole.
that there was a locker.
Factory option is different from always
Ah,
has a locker if
right.
it's supercharged.
Is
Alright,
it?
well,
Are we playing in the current year? Because if we're playing in the current year, every XJ that exists at least has one welded axle.
No.
I don't know
Somebody's
about
already
that.
welded the
I
rear.
was going to say the one thing we can agree on is that Mike definitely doesn't have a locker.
But it doesn't need it. It did the Rubicon stock with 2-inch budget lift and 31s or 32s.
33s.
33.
33.
Those are 33s.
Okay.
He keeps them
Yeah.
clean though.
Yeah, keep it clean.
They're skinny,
Keeps 'em
but
clean.
they're 33s.
Well,
All right, Jesse.
considering
Why are you picking the
that-
Montero?
Why? Yeah. Why are you taking the Toyota?
no,
I knew it. Yeah.
Oh my
I was
God.
gonna take the terrible Jeep.
Yucky.
yeah.
It'll do pretty well, though. I bet.
Well, considering that you guys took the options that I wanted, and B, I wasn't supposed to be a team here. I'm
All
just playing to make
So
things
since-
more interesting.
Since
So-
you went last, what would have been your choice? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, the
What would you
322.
have started with? Okay. All right.
You are obsessed with them lately. This is fun to watch.
I know. I fucking love them. I see them way too much now, and I'm like, I want one. How do I convince my wife to get it? All
You're
right,
welcome.
on to round 2. Here,
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
the
boy.
presentation.
It's
It's amazing.
small words.
I can't read
I
that.
know. Oh, you can't read that?
I can't read it all.
I never learned to read.
No, no, this is not going to go well.
That helped a ton.
That's been the
No,
case
it
the
did
whole
not.
time.
And it gets worse.
I knew this should have been a 2-beer podcast, but here we
Round
are.
2
Oh.
mods. Okay.
Okay.
Well, just the host already spilled his beer. He kicked it over before we even started.
All right.
I didn't kick a beer over.
Oh,
What are
I
you
thought that's
talking
what you
about?
did.
No,
I thought
no,
that's
no.
what you did right away.
No, I dropped some more shit out of the hat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here, I don't know if you can read it. It says front lockers. There are
Okay.
3 of them, but since there are less of us, we're going down to 2.
Oh, no.
Okay.
This one is rear locker. Since there are 4 of us,
Now, does
we're
Colin
going
get one
down.
less pick, maybe, because he already
No,
has a rear
I just
locker?
picked the
Already
right.
has
I
a
just
rear
picked the
locker.
right car. Get a, it's not my fault you didn't pick the right shit.
There are sliders. Since there are more people than I or less people than I anticipated, one of them's coming off.
Okay.
Over here, we have our lifts. We have a solid axle swap, but the L322 is exempt from the solid axle swap. It cannot have it.
Oh, okay.
There's a 2-inch basic lift, a 3-inch basic lift, which actually we're going to take the 2-inch off because it doesn't matter anymore.
Why does
Son
that
of a
not
bitch.
matter anymore?
Yeah, well, because there's too many of us, or there's not enough of us.
Because Jesse doesn't
There's
want
so
us to have
many,
it.
too few of us.
Yeah, well,
.com.
okay. Then you have a
So-
3-inch basic lift.
So
You
there-
got a
and then
long travel,
Okay.
Okay.
and then our diamond in the rough portals.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
For tires, we've got 33-inch KO2s, which you need a 2-inch or 3-inch lift, or actually any one of these lifts to fit.
oh, wow, so you need supporting mods.
Well,
Yes.
let's be real here.
How much Sawzall can we
Yeah.
use? Is
Oh, yeah.
Sawzall on there?
I get it.
Both those Jeeps will fit those tires without anything bolted onto them. All you got to do is cut shit off. And your Jeep will fit it without
I
cutting
can-
anything off.
I can definitely hear that yelling in my ear, Mike, and I understand your point. Next on the list, you have 35 AT4s, which you need any one of the associated lifts. 37-inch KO2s, you need either the SAS, portals, or long travel to fit.
Okay.
38-inch TSLs, you need a SAS, portals, or an LT to fit. 40-inch PATs, you need a SAS, portals, or a long travel to fit. Over here, we have 3 winches, but we're taking one off.
So we have
And in
two
order
winches.
to have a winch, you have to have a bumper.
Well, all cars have bumpers.
Aftermarket bumpers, Colin.
Okay.
You have to have the bumper in order to run the winch. So you can
Okay.
play that however you want. If you want to get a winch and not let a buddy from a bumper get a winch, then you're both just fucked. So,
I feel. What if you did like a front receiver kind of situation?
nope.
Or a rear.
There
receiver.
are
I know.
Put it on the
two
other side.
2 full belly pans. You got a widow wada.
Oh, that's a good.
We
important
got
mod.
3 TK skids, 1 TK's doubler,
Ooh.
and a Yankee tuggy bag.
Okay.
Okay.
The Yankee tuggy bag are various things like snatch block, dope rope, various things to get yourself out of for self-recovery. Let's put
Got
it
it.
that way. So, since I am first on the list,
I have a question.
what's that?
Yeah.
When it comes to the doublers, are we talking? Do we have to keep it realistic here? Because the Range Rover, there you can't do that, and
No.
I don't
So
know
this-
about the 100 series if you can do that either.
You could technically
Yeah,
double
kind
anything.
of.
So we're going to be a little.
Kinda. I saw some wavering there.
There's going to be a little imagination and argument
Got it.
here. So
Okay.
for this game, you
For
can run
intensive purposes.
for this TK Stubbler. You sir can run it on the 322.
Okay.
How much tool work do we get with any of these things?
You're asking too many questions, Mike.
Well, I've done a lot with a Jeep
I'm
with
the
a
only one that gets
Sawzall.
asked questions.
I mean,
Nobody else.
an
Only the
XJ and a
option.
Sawzall, you can
I'm
do
the
a
only one.
ton of work and accomplish a lot.
Yeah.
I'll strap the winch to the back seat, cut the roof off, and then now I can use the winch forward or backwards.
Well, we knew you were going to cut
Yeah.
the roof off when
Yeah.
you selected the XJ.
Yeah, that was the
So
plan.
I don't know what.
I'm starting there. So is there a tools
It doesn't
round?
have a roof anymore.
Is there a
as far
tools
as
round?
we're
Because like
concerned.
dibs on the Sawzall.
That's a great addition. Maybe in the expansion pack, I will add Sawzall
A tools,
to the list.
to the mods list, not to the tools list.
There you go.
I wanted to kind of keep it a little simple so we could be, a little imaginative, but try to narrow it in so we're not creating crazy.
Okay,
Go.
all right. Okay.
For my 2011 JKU Sport,
Mhm.
I'm going to take the portals.
That's too bad you went 2011. 2012 would have been the better.
Would have
choice
been
there.
better. Yeah. I
There's
think
a
that's
whole
part of
point.
the.
There's a
I
little
think that's the
point.
point. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the better interior because that's what I have, but it does the worst engine transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah. Transmission's I
Um,
think the same.
So, Colin, your pick.
Oh, that's right. Trying to think of what the. You know what? Give me long travel.
Don't you wish it was that easy?
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, just give me a long travel, please.
Yeah. I'll just.
it's like just playing a video game.
It's like
Yeah.
being rich.
GT5, and we're
Yeah.
just,
I think it's like being rich. That's the cheat code.
But
yeah,
you just stick the note on there and it's done. You don't have to wait. That's great.
That's true.
Yep.
Okay.
The installation is that easy, sir.
You know what I've got a problem with here is that I don't want to like screw Mike over, but I want to screw Mike over,
Yes, you do. Yeah.
but I also want a straight axle swap. So I
Yeah.
think I'll just go with that.
How would that have screwed me over? I would have
well,
put tons
that's-
under the JK or under
that's-
the XJ.
That's the thing. Like, that's what I needed to pick right there, but it doesn't hurt you, so it's a little bit tricky, to do
Yeah.
that.
Well, what it does though
I could've
is
waited
limits
on it, I
Mike to
guess.
33s or only 35s.
I'm gonna do the.
He can't get big Atayos.
I'm gonna take the 35s.
Oh, that's an interesting because
That-
okay.
Yeah,
the
it's my
30
turn.
35 is like an axle swap for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the 35s.
Okay, but just so you know, in order to actually put the 35s on the vehicle, you still have to take this 3-inch basic lift.
Maybe.
You don't. There's no Sawzall on this list.
Well, here's the thing: is everybody else has drafted a lift, so he can use that for his last pick now.
Yep.
Smart.
So just inevitably he has.
And
to
now
get
he
that.
has, but now he has a back-to-back pick too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So from here, what was the? There's doublers.
Pull those options closer. I
know,
can't
it's
read.
so hard to
I can't
read.
read anything there. When you pop that, when you're done popping your Zin,
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to be able to read this.
So tell me what the first.
Your options again, sir, are front
Yeah.
locker, rear locker, sliders, 3-inch basic lift, TK skid, Whittle Wada, Yankee tuggy bag, full belly pan, bumpers, winch, or a T-case doubler.
I'm gonna take the doubler because I'm not gonna be able to put gears in my axles.
Okay. So now it's my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What-
Okay.
Or no,
it's my
Sean's,
turn.
Sean's
too.
turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm last again, or second to last. Okay.
I am going to take the front bumper.
Ooh, clever.
Hmm.
ARB,
Okay.
you think?
Yeah, I think classy.
Just the standard,
yeah.
run of the mill.
With the bull bar. I
mean,
like the bull bar. It's
it's
nice.
what's
bull bar on
it's
that.
what's
And then I
required
can
on
put
one
some
of
bar
those.
work
Yeah.
on the side, I'm into
Mhm.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sooty 2.0. Yeah.
And Sean, your
Well,
bumper,
Sooty's an 80.
it is bumpers plural, so you get front and rear.
Oh wow.
Oh, nobody told
does
me
it have
that.
a swing out?
Yeah, do I get to put a spare?
Sure.
Stock
It's got a
size
swing
tire?
out on it. Wow, dang.
So, Colin.
That is me now. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? Give me the 37s.
Yeah.
That's a good choice, Colin.
Long travel 37s.
I mean, you're doing all right.
Supercharger.
Yeah.
That's- I mean, overall.
You going to Baja? Where are we
That's-
going?
Oh yeah. Damn straight I am. That's my first stop. But I won't be stopping.
Yeah.
I'll be going real fast.
Yeah. I'm still going to forever make the argument that you don't need a lift on an XJ for
No,
anything.
you don't. But for this game, you do.
Game's
Unlike
stupid.
Jake, the
Game's-
38 TSL, horrible on the road, great on the off-road.
Oof.
Yeah,
As if the Jeeps aren't loud enough inside.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I don't know that I would even do that. And mine's
I,
total-
sir, am building the most red deck JKU.
I don't think you can have portals and be redneck, though.
Yeah, that's big.
I'm a
that's
rich
big money.
redneck. This is called privileged
Yeah.
redneck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're rich neck. Yeah.
He won $50,000 on the scratch off.
Down at the Circle K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's my turn again. So
Sure.
I'm going to take a rear locker.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So who is it now?
Sean.
No, it is you, Colin.
Oh, it's
Colin,
me.
yeah.
Oh, shoot. Why? So let's see. So what was left? So there's bumpers, sliders,
Front and rear locker,
winch.
winch, T-case, skid, full belly pants.
40-inch. Well, you already got tires, Whittle
Yeah.
Wada. 2 front lockers left, 1 rear locker left, but you already have one.
I don't
as
need a
you
rear.
argued.
So yeah, I've Yeah, front locker me. I'm basically just building my dream
I was
L322
like-
over here. What I wanted to do.
Seems like it's going pretty good for you. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take rear locker first here.
Mm.
I just want that off the board, I think. Well, and I want it, obviously.
And
I was gonna say, like,
you
it's
kinda,
also a thing that
be
you like.
nice to have, you know.
Now it's me again.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Twice.
Front locker. I don't need the rear.
Yeah.
I don't
I
need the
could have been
rear.
open diff. Like I would have been fine open diffs, as we've proven on the Rubicon. All it takes is
So
a little
we're,
bit
we're
of
gonna put the locker in the
little
weakest axle.
left foot braking.
And then just-
This will have a high pinion 30. So this will have a high pinion.
no, it won't. He said 2,000.
Oh, it's 2000. Yeah, whatever. Still locking
So,
it.
Mike, you can blow up your rear diff and just do front digs for days.
No, the rear's going to
front
stay.
wheel drive,
The rear's
Chief.
going to be fine. Actually, it's
So-
a Chrysler 8 1/4.
So before we go any farther, I
Yeah.
forgot I have to say something about one of these mods on the board
Oh, intermission.
that is important because I can't be the only one who knows it, and that would be unfair to you guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
The
okay.
Yankee Tuggy Bag has a bonus additive for self recoveries in round 3.
Is it Lucas Oil? Is that the additive?
No.
Yeah, whose transmission leaks in this scenario?
Yeah, definitely the XJ. Yeah. Something's leaking from the XJ without question. Yeah.
So the
full
Yankee
belly
Tuggy what you want full belly pan.
Yeah.
I don't care, Jeff. Full belly.
I don't give a fuck.
How many rounds is this? Just out of curiosity.
Till we're out or we feel like we're done.
Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus.
like
I
it.
mean, there's what 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 left.
Okay.
Man, okay.
So
I'm not going to take that lift. I don't want it.
now that it's
So-
my turn again. Sorry, you go ahead, Jesse.
That means you have stock tires then.
No.
Yeah. That
I'm
was
gonna
the
run 'em.
rule. That was the rule.
They'll
Was-
that is
they'll
the
rub.
rule.
It'll self clearance.
he gave
No.
the rule.
That
You
is
can't
the
have
rule,
the
Mike.
35s without the lift.
I'm just saying. It'll
So-
clear.
You're running stock donuts.
That means you stock tires.
See how it goes.
So I assume that you could have picked every tire option if you wanted to, right? Like you could, like,
Yeah. You could have
like,
been a total twat.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the 40-inch tires, just because I don't want anybody to snake them out from underneath me at some point.
Yes.
I hate
That
these
would be
tires, by
a
the way. I just
very
need to
good
say that out
idea.
loud.
Well, you're building it like the Stellar built car now.
I know.
Did you see that?
Is that a
one?
fabricated
Oh my
9-inch
God.
at the front? Yeah.
Perfect. That's like if my rig and Aaron's rig
Aaron's rig?
crashed together, and somehow we also had $30,000 to add into it. That's what you would get.
That's the
That-
outcome. Yeah.
That LC100 is so good.
It's very good. Okay, and it's on, I think, like Trail Grappler's much better looking tires.
Yes.
Oh, Colin.
By the way, sorry, before Colin starts, the 40-inch Pats, they got this little asterisk here.
They're
You'll
gonna
find
pop.
out later you'll find out later what that means.
They're
Okay.
stickies. They're
So-
red label.
The sidewalls are gonna
Yeah,
come off of it.
everybody's gonna ridicule you off the trail.
Pats to be Pats.
No friends will join
Um,
you.
So it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
So what do we got left? We got sliders,
Skids
bumpers, skids,
and
basically.
winches.
Sliders,
winches?
skids, winches, belly pan, widow wada, Yankee Tuggy Bag, bumper.
Okay. Give me sliders.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's. I was looking at it in my XJ thoughts here, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about sliders, but I do know that you can taco those transfer case skid pretty easily. That's just why I went
Yeah.
with that
Tyson's done it multiple times.
multiple times. I've done it before. Yeah.
I'm going full pan,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smart.
And
Now, does that
Don't
include?
don't try and install that
Well-
by yourself. You might drop it on
Oh.
your dick.
Trust me,
there's a
there's video
about
evidence.
that.
Yeah. Does that include gas tank skid for you? By the way.
Yeah, it's a full belly, everything underneath.
Well, your gas tank is kind of anyway.
Okay.
That's not
okay.
that's not how they come. So you bet.
Okay. And the last one I'm going to take is the Yankee Tuggy bag.
Okay.
With the special thing that you know about that we don't.
That we did.
Yeah.
I told you,
Just
and I
the
gave you
aspect
all
on
a
the
chance
tires
to
didn't
take
Well,
it.
you didn't
avoided.
tell us what it was. You just told
Yeah.
us
No.
that there's
It
some
has-
special thing about it.
It has, I told you, it has added advantages for self-recovery in round 3.
Right. Round 3.
So,
Okay.
and I gave you all a chance to get it before I took it.
Okay.
All right, Colin.
So it's my turn.
You again.
And is
Wait.
there
Yeah. Sorry.
what? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
continue.
Skid. You got TK skids, bumpers, winches, and a little ladder.
Mm,
Is there a
I guess
special
I'll-
thing with the ladder that we should know
No.
about? No.
It's just who's ever gets stuck with it.
Okay.
give me I'll take a winch off the board. Just so I know I have one.
Yeah. And then nobody else.
I don't know how many bumpers there are left, but
One bumper.
There's one bumper, and Mike's got 2 picks. So again, back myself into a corner and get
I'm definitely taking the ladder.
in the winch.
so I've got
Yeah,
a
no.
winch that I can't use.
I don't give a shit.
Put it in the receiver.
Yeah.
I can use it front and rear.
I'll ratchet strap to the top of the truck. I don't care.
Jesse, give me that last winch. Please.
All right, I'll take that stupid lift kit. And
Hey, Rough Country makes a nice XJ lift there, buddy.
you said it's basic though, right?
Yeah.
So talk me through this. Is this spacers or is this springs? Does it include what are we
What is
doing?
it? What was it? A 2
Is it
inch or a
control-
3
it's
inch?
a 3-inch.
3
Well,
inch
I mean,
basic.
on an XJ,
3 inch and
that's
a-
going to be
extra-
links.
It's got to have front control arms at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody wants to do 3 inches of like a hanger. So
Yeah. It'd probably be springs too, front
Okay.
springs as well.
yeah, probably front springs instead of a
So-
spacer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
It'd be a pretty
Because
decent.
that'll help.
Yep.
Short arms, not long arms,
I know.
but you know.
I wasn't gonna do sliders, but I'm gonna do sliders. I guess.
35.
If I got a front locker and sliders, I can pull myself over, and a full belly pan. I can pull myself over literally anything. There's nowhere I can't go.
Okay.
I'm going to also take the sliders, please.
You're on 40s though. What do you're not gonna slide on anything.
He wants to
They
keep the
look
body
cool.
of that 100 real nice,
It's gonna be
okay?
pristine.
Classy rig.
Bumpers, sliders, yeah.
He's
No.
battling the L322 with classiness here.
And did he
So-
get the belly pan or did he not? He's got no underbody protection.
Listen, I have a Land Cruiser already that doesn't have a belly pan, and I also made
That's
it
a
for the
solid point.
Rubicon.
That's fair.
That means
So-
that bumpers are still available, so give me the bumpers, and now I can use my winch.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Colin.
Boom. All right.
Yes, you can.
That means Jesse, you get a
God.
TK skid and a little ladder.
Yes.
I can't wait to have spare 33.
No. So to keep it fair, well, I guess I'll take the Widow Wada. It doesn't matter because then that would give me seven mods and you guys 6.
That's fine.
If you
we'll
guys
let you
are
have the
okay
ladder.
with me having a Widow Wada on my little Jeep,
Yeah.
It'd make more
Fortunately,
sense
there's
if you had
not-
a Forerunner, but yeah.
well, I mean, it's basically the duck of a Forerunner. So
Yeah. So you
All
get
right.
both now.
Hey, what
you
did-
get a ladder and ducks.
Don't I want it? I mean, I said I didn't want the skid, but maybe I want it if it's free.
No, we're done now.
we can't do anymore. We all have the appropriate mods, and we're gonna move to round 3, which is shit on a stick here.
You put a lot of staples in that one. I could see
Yeah.
it.
You got after
yeah.
it, man.
The staples-
Round 2.
I'm waiting for him to
Staples
pull the whole board down.
I like that
Round
it's round 2, round 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Round 3 trails. So
round
the
twos.
we're going to do Klein 34. We're going to do Klein 34 plus the play area.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you doing it forward or reversed?
So we're drafting.
Who's
Forward.
to say?
Do we know still?
Which
Did
one's
we-
forward?
Have we figured it out yet?
I just answered. I have no idea which way's forward.
We don't either. Yeah, we've done it so many times, we're not sure.
I love going with a new person who says, "Wait a minute, you run it this way," and I say,
Yeah.
"You run it the other way."
You run it that way?
I didn't know you could do it.
Yeah.
Our next trail will be the Rubicon. After that, we're going to do the McGrew. Then we're going to do the OBDR OG route.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to do Moab. And we're going to go to Winnie Bay, which I already know who's going to win that one.
I don't know what that is. Oh, Winchester. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Winche-
Big
sorry,
dunes.
Winchester Bay.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
the way that this will be rated is
rated.
each one of us are going to give each other's vehicles a rating from 1 to 10.
Hold on. Okay, I get this, but hold on, because I really have to pee. So you guys talk about yourself, and I
Ruin the
know.
game.
Yeah, intermission.
Oh, Sean's taking.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to take advantage of it
yeah.
as it exists.
Yep. God, you guys are the worst. So what? So explain to me what this round. So we're not drafting anything. We're just rating what we think each other's vehicles are going to be able to do on those trails.
Yes. In comparison to like the other vehicles. So if you think that Mike's XJ would do better than Sean's Land Cruiser or my JK, you would rate them in an order. Like if you think the JK is going to do absolute garbage in that, you would say a 2 out of 10. But if you think it's going to do great, but not as good as this, you'd say an 8 and a 9. So
we're going out of 10. Why wouldn't we just go out of 4? Because there's 4 of us.
I think that makes more sense to me.
Right.
Rank them.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But you're
Ranking-
not ranking yourself, right?
but you're not ranking yourself. So
So
Yeah.
1 out of 3.
So I think maybe the 10 does kind of make sense, except for it does introduce some weirdness. Just
yeah,
Math is hard.
your game.
math is hard.
Okay. Well,
What
So
The XJ got 11.
explain it. Give me the how you want to go about it then.
So the first part is we're going to go through and we're going to rate each other, and I'm going to give your 3 points or 3 set of points over here on your points section.
Mhm.
And then after that, a 12-sided dice will be rolled.
Natural 20, baby. Let's go.
If a 1 or a 7 is rolled, you will have an issue on the trail.
Oh, I like it.
Okay. Which trail?
Any one of these trails.
Whichever one you're on.
Are we doing
That's
each
whichever one we're on.
We're
How are
rolling
we
for each
figuring
trail.
out which we're on?
We're
Yes.
rolling for each trail. We're all doing each trail, right?
Got it. Yep.
Yes, we're all
Yeah.
doing each trail.
Okay.
Added probability of failure if the player has the 40-inch pats. If the player has that mod,
Do you have a spare, Sean?
an 11 is
picked up those
added
33s.
to the roll probability. So for Sean, it is 1, 7, or 11. Sean would have a problem on the trail.
Flat
So
tire.
then,
Sidewall.
if you have a problem on the trail, you pick even or odd. Then I will roll the dice again.
Okay.
How do we know that you're not lying because you don't have a camera set
We
up
would
on
need
the
a dice cam.
I'm gonna need a live dice cam.
There's one thing that I am not is a liar. Not a liar. So you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay.
That sounds
We're
like
just
something a
gonna
liar
believe
would
that,
say. Yeah.
First lie already made.
I cannot tell a lie.
Just trust me.
Second thing a liar would say.
Yeah. Second thing a liar would say. Shit.
So you're gonna pick even or odd.
Yep.
If you are correct, then you get a self-recovery for 3/4 of the points you are awarded. Does that make
I'm gonna
sense?
die on the trail. I don't care. I'm never.
So
gonna-
you would
Dysentery.
so if you pick incorrectly, you are awarded 1/4 of the points.
Okay.
So we'll do, your added points here for your total sum, and then either subtract off a quarter or uh, 3/4 from your points.
Okay.
If the player has the Yankee Tuggy bag, a self-recovery is possible. You roll a 1, 4, 7, 9, 11, or a 12 for a self-recovery and no points deducted.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
okay,
could
cool.
so really he is just gonna roll whatever and lie. Oh yeah, I got one of those because look at the odds.
He may not be a liar, but he is a
50-50
cheater.
Point the
odds.
camera.
Yeah.
He's not a liar, but he's a cheater.
He's not a liar, but he wants to win so bad.
I'm
Okay,
driving
all
an
right, I'm just
XJ,
saying.
man.
No, you're not.
No,
I
you're
am.
not. You're driving a JK.
Oh,
You got a
sorry, I'm driving
JK, dipshit.
Sorry.
Those G people
Yeah.
are weird.
Man, all those you must not be able to see the insignia.
Can't see
with
the badge
ducks.
with the ducks in the way.
It's all the ducks.
All right. I think I'm ready for
Okay,
this.
Now, are you hard top on or soft top?
So we're rating each other's.
Yes.
So I've got
So-
I've got questions about some of these. What color is your rig, Colin? Is it pearl white?
According to the
It's
No,
gray.
I don't care about the
picture.
picture.
It's
According to
gray.
the picture, it's gray.
I'm assuming when
Well, no, it's blue then.
we build
John?
it, yeah.
Yeah, that looks blue to me. In fact, are they all blue?
No.
They're all blue.
I think just the XJ is actually blue. All right, cool. And then as
So-
we were building, what kind of other like body mods and things like
No.
that did anybody do?
No,
No.
just
Nothing?
Just your bolt-ons.
Well, I mean,
No.
to run 40s even with a solid axle, no lift, it says, right? Sean would still have to cut fender.
No.
To run 38s, you're going to have to cut.
Oh, Jesus.
You're getting
It's
too
fantasy
many
world.
semantics. We're
I
moving on.
want
We're
to judge
moving on.
these. I would like to judge these.
Okay. All right. Fine. Then all of us have sawzalls.
Great. Okay.
That
then.
is a tool
Mike
for
doesn't
all
have
of
a
us
roof
to have.
anymore.
I've cut everything off. I've cut everything off the Jeep that's not
doesn't have a
structural.
roof.
I've cut
Wait a minute.
everything off that's not structural.
roof.
It's an
no
XJ.
doors.
It's all structural.
Yeah.
True.
It's not important structure. Not most of
Yeah,
it.
I didn't
You can
see.
get rid of a lot of
I didn't see frame channel stiffeners.
Mm,
No, that's true.
On
But that's
your
I
build
did get
list
sliders,
there,
which
so-
is that. if I'm
No.
putting sliders on the body, they are now stiffeners because it's the body.
So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to rate Mike, then we're going to rate Sean, then Colin, and then myself.
Okay.
And
Okay,
we'll-
so go over Mike's build again.
So Mike has the XJ with the T-case doubler, 3-inch basic lift, which is springs and control arms, 35-inch AT4s, front locker, full belly pan, and sliders. How
And
would
that's-
he do on Klein plus all the play areas?
Oh, on Klein and plus there's. I mean,
Think about what Tyson's done with less.
Yeah.
less, but he's had both lockers though.
But he was doing it with no lockers for quite some time.
Not the stuff he does
Not
recently.
now. Not what he's doing now. Yeah, but
So that would be close to that. I feel like that's a solid 8 for Klein.
Okay. Colin gives him 8 points.
I'm gonna go with a 7. I'm trying to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 7.
The only front locker is the hard part, but we know how good an XJ is. That's the thing.
with no
And I
lockers. And,
Yeah.
and by the way, that 8 or that 8
throttle.
1/4 rear with a little bit of brake, that locks that up just fine.
So I am also going to give it a 7 because I do know that Mike will XJ.
Yeah, with a Dana
That
30 and a
shit.
front
A
locker.
true
I'll
XJ.
never-
I've seen it
Dana
happen in
30
person.
in a front locker. Yep.
So 7.
Yeah, but this one will
7.
have oil in it, all right? That's the difference. The other one did not have any oil in it. I did half a 34 without any oil in the front locker or in the front axle at all.
So was that 7? 7's 14 plus 8's
Oh, boy,
24.
Here comes the fun part of the show. Math.
Right? No, 22. 22.
No, I like the 24 better. I like when you did the
Nope.
first math.
Okay,
It's new math.
we're gonna roll for your
Oh, roll in
inevitable
between each
break.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Are
I
you
thought
sure?
maybe
Oh,
we keep rate them
Put
all
your
and
hand a
then
little bit
roll.
lower.
Yeah, put your hand a little lower and then
A
shake
little
some
lower.
more.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go. Now shake.
What are you doing?
Okay, I like this. Yeah, let's do everybody's scores, then go through for breaks.
Okay, all right.
So
Okay.
we're gonna be on the trail for a
So
long
next, we're going to rate
Sean.
Sean.
Okay. So what was his again? His is
Solid axle swap.
SAST 100
Okay, can we talk about
an ARB
what
bumper.
axle did he put in it?
with bumper, winch, and pats.
Is that just a 60 or is that like a Toyota front axle?
Just a 60.
Well, no, but I mean, for money wise, I mean, what did he do?
I mean,
You just get a
if
60
it was me, I like that fabricated housing with a Land Cruiser
fabricated 9
with
inch.
a Land
Yeah.
Cruiser third, or an 80 series axle, just because it makes sense because you
Yeah,
use
the
105
I mean,
stuff.
I would figure an 80 series,
80 series stuff?
axle
Yeah,
would,
it's not
be,
like-
would be like the most straightforward, but
What are you
that one's
doing?
It has a rear locker because it came with it factory, even though I had to add it. during
no,
the-
it didn't.
It does now.
She got 2 rear lockers. Got it.
Shut
double locked.
Mine doesn't
Yeah.
have a rear locker.
Does Sean have the center diff lock or no?
They all have it.
Those,
Yeah.
yeah,
Those all have it? Yeah,
Those
yeah.
had center, but they didn't all have the rear.
Ugly tires, sliders, and something I can't read.
A
I think.
locker and a SAS.
Oh, winch.
Okay.
It's got a winch.
So, Mike-
not going to be not really gonna
Bumpers
come
and
into
a
play
winch,
very much
too.
here, but you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've seen what
I
Sean's
was going to
truck
say.
can do.
Also, you have me behind the wheel. You already know what a green Land Cruiser
Oh,
can do
wow.
out there.
You got
So you
me
take
behind the
away 2
wheel.
points. Yeah,
This is-
God. Just for
I'm
that,
again-
Sean, 7.
oh,
yeah. I
man.
was gonna say 8, but 7 seems fair to me too.
That is
Oh, I'm just sticking with my 8. So
man.
Sean
I think
also
it-
gets
Maybe
a
you shouldn't be
22.
tooting your own
Sean's-
horn over
yeah,
there.
Sean's
I would've
ego
rated you
is
higher.
taking
Let's
up a
roll
bunch of
the
extra
footage
space.
back here.
Yeah.
Come
I hope you get a
on.
fucking flat tire with your Patagonias, you son of a
I
bitch.
didn't want that. Okay.
You got 600 pounds of ARB bumpers on the front and back.
Man, Mike. can
Yeah, did
bitch
you go
about a-
HD springs on there? Or?
Mike can complain about a Sawzall for 10 minutes straight. The second I bring up that I happen.
That you're the best driver in the group.
I didn't say that. I just said we've seen what I can do. I didn't. Say that-
My results speak for themselves.
I didn't say we couldn't see what Jesse could do. But saying.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Let us rate the 322 with the long
8.
travel 37s front locker and the rear locker, sliders, bumpers, and a winch.
I'm giving it an 8. I want to see that thing.
I'm going to give that a spite
Bounce.
2. No,
Wow.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
All right.
I'm not, I'm not that,
We'll see how the next round goes,
I'm not
friend.
that petty. I'm not that petty. Even though I
I'm
wanna
giving
be.
them an 8.
I don't know if I'd go. I think I would match it to the XJ and do a 7. I think it would do well, but it is independent suspension, even though it's long travel. So it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know I'm good. Here's my Sean comment. You know I'm good at driving through lifting wheels.
you are.
So
See? This is what's.
I'm
what sounds
perfectly
like.
comfortable with that.
Assholes.
Gonna lift fronts and rears.
All
Okay,
right.
so Jesse has a little ladder.
He does have the little ladder.
RNA.
Yeah.
His JK.
Yep.
That's one
I
extra
got
point.
Portals.
38s, rear locker, full pan, and a TK skid. That's all that matters towards this.
So
Okay.
flex wise,
No, so he's got no lift.
yeah,
Ooh, stock
Nope.
just the
suspension.
portals,
Just the portals.
Yeah.
stock suspension. So you're gonna have pretty decent movement,
And it's
but,
not a Rubicon.
Right.
So it's regular,
but he's got a
regular
rear locker,
low range.
It's Robert's rig with
which is
Yeah,
why I went with
I'm just
doubler.
I'm just
yeah,
meaning
yeah.
like no 4-to-1.
Yeah,
'cause it's
no,
not
I
a
know. That's
Rubicon.
why, but that's why I was
So-
like, I need that doubler.
But he has a rear locker, portals, 38s. It's probably about the same. It's probably a 7.
Well, and with the portals though, those gear at the axle though.
Yeah.
Even though you're
Yes.
low range.
So you would
isn't
assume
low.
maybe it's like
Yeah.
essentially like it's on 529s, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an.
Also Dana 30s, not.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, it's a 44 rear on that. It'll still be a 44 rear but it's not the bigger. So it's like a 28 spline 44 rear instead of the 31 spline 44 rear, but it is still technically a 44 housing with all that stuff, I believe, and it's a 30 front.
I'm going to give it an 8. It's like the XJ with a little more ground clearance. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And you know I'm going to XJ the shit out of this thing.
Oh, no. Driver, if you brag about your being a good driver. they're
Yeah,
gonna-
so a 6,
God,
Jesse.
do that.
Now a 6.
Uh,
I'll give you a 7. Well, we're all pretty
All right.
consistent, except Colin's just one better,
Yeah.
which is about right. for
He
that.
is.
L322. I
Come
mean,
on.
Just one better. Yeah.
just a.
All
Now
right.
it comes really down to the dice then. We all
Yeah.
built pretty well.
Yeah.
It's all a roll of the dice.
Can't wait to lose on the technicality. Thanks to these terrible tires.
Who's the first? Who are you rolling first for?
Probably 1, right?
I would say
Yeah,
Mike.
go back to draft order.
Okay.
So Mike
On 34.
rolls a 8. He has no failures on the trail.
All right.
Wow. Dana 30, holding on.
You know,
See how that
I've-
happened.
I've got extra axle shafts, and it turns out I can replace those pretty fast.
Sean. Oh shit! It's on the floor. It's rolling. Oh god! It's going into the
I
chicken.
can hear it.
I know. The chickens ate the dice, and now the game's over.
He's not coming back. It's over.
2.
He rolled a 2.
It's a
What does that mean?
2.
Is that good? Did I win?
Yeah. No, you're good.
All right, cool.
It's not a 1, 7, or 11.
1, 7.
Oh, okay.
Well, what about the Pats?
That was the 11. So he
Oh,
has
that's
the
the
11.
guy.
That's
out
the
of it.
extra.
Got it,
That's
got it,
the
okay.
extra. Yeah.
So Colin,
Oh boy, here we go.
12. You're good.
Okay. All right.
Oh god damn it! Drop the fucking.
Now remember,
Man,
I
roll,
broke
roll.
a U joint driving through Redmond.
11.
In my
Uh-oh.
So Jesse
No,
has.
no, he
the-
doesn't. No,
I
he's good.
don't
He
have
doesn't have
Pats.
Pats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the Pat's number.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So
We are
So
done.
far-
with
So no
Klein.
losses. Okay.
We made it through Klein. All right.
Now we're headed to the Rubicon.
Oh boy.
So now you
That
guys will
saved me.
rate me first.
Right, you
For doing the Rubicon.
first for the con.
Well, I did the Rubicon.
Right, with lift and links and skids and lockers and lower range and
Yeah.
which I mean he's not that far off of that, but
Yeah. Well, I had a lower range, and I still had 513s.
the ladder's going to be really helpful.
Mhm.
Well, to get up to the top.
And
Don't forget.
Do you have the doors and the doors and top on right now for the Rubicon?
Yeah, how
it's
how
the
dirty are you?
Rubicon.
Yeah, you took everything off, right? Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna,
be
he's
cheaper.
gonna jump into Loom Lake.
Well, but see that matters because
get
now
washed off.
now that with all that off, it's lighter. It's about
Oh,
800 pounds lighter. Removing the top of the doors,
Okay, well,
cool.
which is why I have the Sawzall.
We've already decided we all have a Sawzall.
I know, but I need to use it to take my top and doors off. You just take yours off, and you're fine. I would say for having done the Rubicon and like I led it without a spotter, I would say that he's got a 8.
Yeah, I'd agree with Mike.
7. I don't think it can be better than on the Klein.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's the length of time though. But
I don't know.
being so the only thing that I ever did on the Rubicon was bash my steering, which is fine because it was aluminum, but it bent my stabilizer. So he's got the portals. He's going to be up higher. He won't even have that problem for me.
So next would be Colin.
So does long travel add width?
Yes,
Yeah,
Should, yeah.
inherently.
3.5 inches.
Then I'm gonna lower my 8 to like a 7.
But it's only tire width, it's not body width.
Yeah, but there's plenty of areas there where like squeezing through really was helpful. Being narrower was really helpful.
Yeah, I'm
That's
actually.
how the
didn't have-
XJ.
My
that's
truck was too
that's-
wide for a
I
couple
know. I
spots.
know. So now you're 3 inches wider and something else. That's my only worry. Because otherwise, I think it'd be just fine.
Yeah, but I can put my
I
tire
had
on
the-
top of it now.
I had the widest footprint, and I didn't have a problem.
There's also that. Yeah, so you can put the tire on top of it.
Yeah.
Because there's more travel.
Yeah. So
cross
with
travel
that,
with the
I'm still
independent.
going to give the 322 an 8.
Wow. I'm going 7. I'm going to stick with my Klein numbers, I think, for most of this, if not all of it.
Well, I think everybody should get full 10s on McGrew because we know that that's doable.
Yeah, but then it's going to come down to
Okay.
comfort too, right? So like that's part of it.
AC seats.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Or if we're doing it in the winter, heated steering wheel. I mean, come on.
So Sean's rig on the Rubicon.
8.
Yeah, I would give it a 9, I think. 40s, I don't think he's going to have trouble with
Yeah.
nothing.
40s, solid axles. Yeah.
Should have kept my mouth shut
Both
first time.
times.
Did you want to change yours to a 9, Colin? Are you agreeing, or are you staying with an 8?
8. Everybody's going to have problems.
I'm a 9.
There's going to be some kind of problem no matter what. On the
So it's a
Rubicon. It's the Rubicon.
9.
What'd you pick, Jesse?
I picked an 8.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I say
'Cause
he
I
breaks
think
the tail light out.
my
Since
argument
he
is
almost
that
did it
Tire
already.
explodes, yeah.
the LC is going to do just as good as the 322. The 322. They, as far as
It'll just be less
driver
dramatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
driver comfortability, I guess you would have less wheel lift, but the 320 or with the LT, you shouldn't, have as much.
It'll still do it.
Yeah.
It'll do it.
XJ.
Mine in comparison to the others, I got to give you a 7, Mike.
I think I'm 7 too. I'm worried that front axle's gonna break with a locker and 35s and your whiskey throttle.
That's probably true.
No way.
Did
I
I?
just don't think it would do as good as the ratings. I couldn't honestly give it an 8 like I did for the 322 and the LC.
I'm like 7 inches narrower than either of those rigs.
I don't think narrow is what matters.
I don't have to
there.
take most of the obstacles. That's the way we got Dave through, is that he didn't have to do half of the things. He was able to go around a lot of it.
Yeah, but I don't.
Which is
That's
fine.
exactly what I'm saying. Is you would not
Yeah.
do it as good as these 2 rigs. That's why I gave you a 7, not
Yeah.
an 8.
I don't care. I don't get to vote on me, and I'm
Yeah.
No,
not.
you don't.
That's how this game works.
I know. I'm just sitting here. You don't have to justify it to me.
I didn't
I'm
hear
okay with
Sean's.
it.
What's Sean's vote?
What was
on that?
my first vote? Was it 8 or 7? I forget.
You gave the
No,
Cruiser or
on the
the
XJ.
322.
No, he's
XJ.
talking about on
Just the XJ.
XJ for Klein. He said, I think you said 8.
I think I did.
I can't remember though.
Yeah, I'll give it the 8.
I think I gave him 8, but math. All right.
Yeah,
It's new
yeah,
math.
37. 37 plus 7 is 45.
Okay.
So that puts the scores totaled at Mike 45 points, Colin 45 points, Sean 47, me 45.
Wow, very
Sean with
consistent.
a little lead here. Are we rolling now?
Yeah, we're rolling now.
This is-
Okay. Come on, Patagonias.
Hold on. Is this? Does the
Should we
dice
get
roll
that?
go to the trail or the full total? Then it's just the trail, right?
Just the trail.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would only reduce it by the 14, 22 points
By
divided
the
by
trails points.
Okay.
yeah,
Got
the
it.
trails points.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, no, you're gonna lose all your points.
Sean's gonna get to the very last rail,
Yeah.
and Winnie Bay blow a tire, and he's
Down to
3/4 of the
20
points gone.
points.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, Sean.
What?
Oh, you're like pinball here. I got to re-roll. 12.
Ooh, barely.
Just moon.
So who's next?
Just go 2, 3, 4. So it's Colin, then you, then me, right? Because you're just
Colin.
starting by.
Because you started with Sean.
Yeah.
10.
It's good.
So
Made
I'm
it.
good there. Yep.
Mike,
I'm impressed my CV's held up.
7.
Oh, that front end.
That front, I told you,
That's fine.
that front axle.
That's fine.
You got that
I
goddamn
had some.
whiskey bottle.
I believed
That's-
in you, Mike. I gave you a higher score, but
Yeah,
You know?
we were hoping.
Here's the thing. I'll call Matt's Off-Road Recovery and see if they'll come out and
Nah,
Okay.
we'll
tug me.
Are,
We can
are
take
they are they an even or an odd?
Ooh, here we go.
Odd.
Ooh, he's going
That's
odd.
odd chance he's got
10.
the axle under his back seat.
It's even. So you're wrong.
All right. I
So that
guarantee I have those
means-
axles. Yeah.
You only get 1/4 of, what would that be? So 14, 18, 20, 22 divided by 4.
Oh no!
God damn, I'm not helping you here. I'm not gonna say any numbers out loud.
What's the square
'cause
root
I'm
of
not
that?
I'm not gonna do math on a podcast and let everybody see how dumb I am. We had to stick weld, so we stick welded my front axle together again.
Yep. Hopefully the housing's not bent.
Yeah. So you got
No, honestly, they don't. I've never had an issue. Never trust one. Or
okay.
anything.
You're
I've
down
never
7
trusted one of
points.
those either.
Trust. That's fine. I don't even want those points.
Down 7 points. Okay.
Okay, so Mike is now at 38. Oh, God.
But I'm also
now it's
only
Mike.
like $6,000 into my whole rig, so you guys can suck it.
Okay. And I rolled a 9.
9. Okay. All right. So now we're McGrew.
Going to McGrew.
Now we're doing the McGrew.
McGrew. All right. I'm giving everybody 9s on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
me. I'm giving everybody 9s except I'm giving Colin a 10.
Whoa!
Yeah, you're doing McGrew.
The
That
first
thing,
10 of the day.
you could do McGrew at 75 miles an hour. As long as you weren't worried about sliding off the trail.
Doing
You
a hot lap.
just
I'll do the full loop and then meet you back down.
I want it straight piped, and I want to hear it from the bottom and just listen to ba ba ba. Wah. It'd be
oh, wait,
great.
shit. Okay, hang on a second.
Oh wait,
I just
shit.
fucked it up. Okay, so Mike gave everybody a 9,
Except
except
Colin.
Except for himself.
I give
except
Colin a
you,
10.
no, you got a 10.
And me a 10. Yeah.
Yep.
So I got Mike's. Then Colin gave everybody a 9,
Yeah.
Yep.
Except for myself.
and then I will also give the XJ a 9. I'm gonna definitely give you a 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give everybody else a 9. I like Mike's thing, and I can't give myself one. So,
So, Sean,
what do you got,
what do you
Sean?
I'm going to give everybody an 8 with the exception of Colin, who I will give a 9.
Ooh.
Thank you
No,
for.
no 10s.
Tens are,
huh? Can't give a 10. Can't give a 10.
yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
where-
okay.
yeah,
That's
there's
all
always
he's
room for
saying.
some improvement. Yeah.
Colin, I'd
You're the asshole that gives a 4 stars, even though it was the best dinner you had of your whole life. Like, oh, I don't know.
Well, you know.
There's always room for improvement. And this restaurant goes under because they don't have a 5-star review.
It's not a car dealership. It's fine. Colin, I'll give you a 10 if we go to Goodwood or something in England.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be an entertaining time, actually, just to go and watch that
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
at some point. It's cool stuff. I think Jesse's doing it, so we're filling.
Oh, yeah, I'm
ducked-
doing
And if
that.
you could,
This is us.
He
this-
ducked
this is
down
us
out of,
filling.
out of the frame so that he could do some math quickly with his fingers and toes. Yeah. Hey, wait, do I have 69 points?
Nice.
You have 64 points, Mike.
Oh, shit.
So close.
You guys can't give me very many
You
points
gotta
from
give
here
him,
on out.
Give him a
Yeah.
couple ones
Yeah,
on the
I
next
need to
round.
get ones until we're done here. Or I need to lose a couple things.
So, before we start doing
Whoa.
dice rolls,
Jesse right now.
what the hell is going on here?
Just doing
That's you.
math.
Oh. It's simple addition. I swear I can do it. So, Mike, you're at 64. Colin, you're at 74. Sean, 74. Me, 71.
I caught up to
right.
Sean. Woo. Okay, so now we got to roll.
Now we got to roll.
What am I going to break this time? So we got to start with Colin,
Colin.
right? Because you're just moving one each time.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
For the people at home
Sure.
listening.
Got it.
I can't imagine just
Colin.
listening to this podcast.
Colin gets an 8.
All right.
Free and clear.
Then it would be me. 6.
Oh,
Okay.
sounded like a 7 to me.
Mike. 10.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Sean.
Sean with the pats.
1.
God damn it. It's a new build.
It's those pats. It's those pats. Yeah, it's a new fresh build. He didn't test it before he came. Of all trails, you're gonna have a problem. It's the McGrew. Like, come on, man.
Those little,
You're far away. It's really hot.
little sharp rocks and bad tires.
All right.
You gotta get towed off the trail by an XJ, huh?
Yeah.
Even or odd, Sean?
Odd.
Double
3. You get 3
Wow.
quarters of your points.
Look at that. Okay, so it wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too
It
bad.
wasn't a sidewall puncture.
What's
It was
what's
just,
the benefit of him having a winch then? If he can self-recover with his winch, why didn't he do that?
Was that a possibility? Was that an option? Can I phone a friend?
No, I don't know.
Well, he didn't. He doesn't have the self recovery kit.
Yeah, but he has a winch and
Yeah, I don't know. I
and
don't know.
$20,000
I
worth
don't
of
know the
ARB
rules. I'm
bumpers.
just
Doesn't have a
playing.
hook
I
on
don't
the
know.
end.
Yeah, he's got the yeah. You didn't pay for the hook.
It's just
There's no line in
It's
it.
just
Yeah.
the cable and nothing else.
It's
Yeah.
just for looks. Like I said, fresh
Yeah.
build.
You got to do a slip knot
Fresh build.
around anything that you're pulling from. You know.
Sean, you went from 74 to 68.
Oh, so close.
so
Sean.
close.
Damn it.
Almost.
All right.
All right. McGrew is
Okay.
done.
All
Did
right.
the McGrew. Okay, so now we're OBDR. I'm thinking I would go. Man, I feel like I would give Mike an 8. Just comfortability. Just comfortability
You know,
for that. And
Have
I
you-
think
ha-
I would give Jesse 8 for just comfortability as well. And then Sean a 9.
yeah, the XJ seats are good. I don't know if you.
It's just small and cramped.
If they're not so broken that
it's
you're
a-
sitting crooked, which I haven't
Right,
ever
yeah.
seen
Yeah.
one that doesn't sit crooked.
That's the older that's the older seat model because
mean,
they used to have a U-shaped
You're
seat.
gonna have a great time.
was the best.
I'm sure of that.
No,
But I'm, because you'll just be able to flog it around everywhere. But
I want to talk about
Yeah.
seats though, real quick,
Oh,
because if you
jeez.
get 93 or older, the seat rails are U-shaped, and so or C-shaped, I guess. So you can hold onto the seat button like it's right in front of you. We call it like riding a bull. Yeah, as you're going through a trail, you would just rock back and forward, and it would just do a full U-shaped thing. It was great, ton of fun. Anyway, that's not this one. This one has regular straight rails. It's not as much fun.
Okay. After that, Mike, what would you rate?
Oh, OBDR. I mean, Colin's gonna do a 10. Sean's gonna do a 10. Jesse, you're gonna have some weird like oiling issues with your
The portals.
You can't create problems for me.
depends
you-
on what his dice roll is.
No, you've got a 3-8, man. You're not gonna have any power to move anything. So I think you're gonna have an 8.
Yeah, he's got 38s. Yeah.
Man.
Luckily, it's not.
And they're
on
heavy
It's not
38s.
too much on the pavement, so it won't be crazy loud.
Oh,
but
they're heavy 38.
Oh, yeah.
you can
They're
put the
the
top
worst.
Yeah, they are.
put the top
Yeah.
and doors back on for the OBD.
He's got
My
he's got 200
38s,
pounds.
my
per-
38s belong here, here, and here,
Yeah.
and here. They don't belong here. I accept an 8.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm still like I'm not ready to give out a 10. So I think a 9 for Colin and a 6 for both the Jeeps. And I'm sorry, but I think that the
Wow.
things that you've said are true, and I think
Yeah.
they would bother me more. And I have driven Dave's XJ, and the seat still sits crooked. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, I think that's the comfortability thing is for
That's
that
it, yeah.
particular trip is it's like all
and
comfortability.
I like a JK. I'm not bashing on
Yeah.
it, but like I think given the choice to drive on a gravel road for 12 hours, I'd probably rather drive a Range Rover than a JK.
Wait,
Yeah.
you gave
By at
me
least
a
3
6.
points. Yeah, 6.
God damn it.
Listen, man,
Okay.
it's so
Well,
slow.
I'm
It
really
is.
glad.
There's just no
Especially
I'm
power.
with
really glad I wrote
38s.
down my rating for you and your elitist little Land Cruiser before, because I
Little.
gave you
It's
a
on
I gave you
40s.
I gave you a 10,
Gonna be
just
squishy.
because I gave both the Land Cruiser and the 322 a 10. They're just going to be so comfortable driving down the road. I mean, your tires are going to suck. I'm actually talking myself out of giving you a 10. Probably should
It's
have been a
already written
9.
down.
The Cruiser's going to the 322 is going to be better. Sorry.
My AT4s are going to be plenty comfy. That's the only trail that they're like dirt road perfect for.
But I got the XJ and 8.
Can I give away a certain number of points so that I can get down to a nice score?
That's at the end.
Yeah.
We can sell points.
Ooh, sell mods.
resale value of each of these
What are the
vehicles.
resale value on these points?
Colin lost $3 million driving off the lot. Yeah.
Yeah, at the end, it's just going to be what it's worth today versus what it was worth off the lot. Subtract that from your
Oh,
points.
that'd be a good one.
With inflation, the XJ costs the same.
Yeah, it's
The
exactly.
Toyota doesn't
Level.
depreciate either. Yeah.
With all those mods, the Toyota might have gone up in value.
I know.
Oh,
You're
shit.
probably right. Yeah.
Jesse's mathing.
Wish I had that GIF ready again. Fun just to lay in every
All right.
time.
Yeah.
So we are now at Mike at 86, Colin 103,
I've been cut off.
Sean 96, me 93.
The inverse of nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So bad?
Good work. Good work, Sean.
Thanks.
All right.
Do what I can.
Dice time. So we did Colin first last, correct?
Yep. So
Yeah.
you, Jesse.
Yeah, so Jesse
Me.
first.
2,
All right.
Okay, free and clear.
Mike. 7.
All right.
That
I
front
broke something.
axle.
Bring
That
me
front
down.
Axle, I'm telling you.
I'm an odd.
Now it's another you
You're
drink
odd?
nap.
Yeah.
Going on.
It's a
I've got-
5.
I've got spare
Nice.
axles. All right.
Nice, buddy.
So you're good.
So we're
Yeah.
good.
It
Trust me.
probably, given the XJ histories, it probably just overheated.
Right.
So you
You
had to
pop the
drive.
hood
You
and
had to
continue.
drive up the hill up with the hood
Yeah.
up, and then it was okay for a while.
Yeah.
After that.
It'll hang on the hood latch and it'll cool off a little bit. And then we'll just take the hood off because it's an XJ. I'll get another one when we get back to town.
Actually, you could put it on your roof that you cut off.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Then you
Now I
could
have a roof
some
again.
Shade from the sun. Bikini top.
How
Mike,
convenient.
when you get back into town, are you going to get another XJ or another hood?
Yeah, you could just.
Just
It
get
costs the
another
same as
extra.
buying a hood.
same
Yeah,
difference.
it's the same amount of money as buying a hood. You could just get another XJ. That's the beauty of it. I've swapped these parts of. I've had a different Jeep for each of these trails, and I'm
He's
still
still
under
under
budget
budget,
compared to any of you guys. Yeah,
He hasn't
Still
even
the
hit
cheapest.
half of Jesse's portal total.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't have to buy it though. I just picked it. So then that puts it at Sean.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Did you roll for Colin?
Yeah, he got it through just fine because I went.
You didn't say anything to anybody.
No, I did, didn't I? Because I did me.
I don't think you did, but we were also joking about
No,
Jeeps overheating. So
It is Colin's turn,
Shit.
isn't it? Because you did
It's Colin's
you
turn.
and then Mike.
Me. Yeah. And then
Okay,
now
then
it's
it's-
3 and then 4.
yeah.
Okay.
2. Yep,
All
he's good. Sean. Oh shit! Floor. Bouncy.
Oh boy. Floor roll again. Patagonias.
Nope. He got a 6. He's good.
Ah, there you
Oh,
go.
come on.
Cool.
The V8 handled the 40s just fine.
Okay. All right.
Off to Moab.
Up to Moab.
All right.
Okay. I've got some wheel lifts in my future. So there's a lot of very smooth. It's all
traction.
grip,
Pretty good.
and it's
yeah.
just like, is your tire big enough to get over stuff? So I feel like the only thing that's going to have XJ doesn't have a ton of power.
Well,
But with
it's like-
35s, it might be okay.
yeah,
I'll
but-
give you. I'd
but he's
go
got the
Mike
doubler.
8,
And
He
I got
does
the
have a
doubler.
doubler. Shoot, Mike 9.
Yeah.
Mike's a 9 at Moab. Jesse's an 8 at Moab, and Sean is Sean's a 9 at Moab as well.
But he's
Yeah,
got
I'll
those
back up.
pats.
I'll back up. Well,
But the
air down those 40s. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. There's so much. They could be
rear
bald
locker,
pats.
solid front axle. Like,
You're not in slick anything. It's,
yeah.
That's true.
there's no dirt you're driving on. You're driving
Are
on
those
a rock.
stickies or are they?
Yeah, are they red labels? Yeah.
No, he's got cheapy pats.
Oh, he's got the.
I gotta have a
he's
new
got the street
set now
pads.
that we've gone to all these trails. Actually,
Yeah. he's on his third set. So I'd give Sean a 9 also. I'd say just because the independent stuff, an 8 on Colin.
Yeah, wheel lifts.
Yeah, and then Jesse, I'm assuming you took the top and doors back off. So you're
They never
lightweight.
came on. They never went back on, buddy.
Not even for the BDR.
I'd have
Wow.
given you a lower score on the BDR if I'd have known that. You'd be
Too late, buddy.
chewing on dirt. I bought a whole new XJ for
Yeah,
the
because
BDR.
we know
What are
you
you
won't be
talking
in
about?
front.
I would have just complained and drove out front like you did.
I know,
on,
that's great.
Alvord.
So Jesse's gonna
You'd have to beat me to the front.
stock. I know I can never make. We just-
We know you won't be able to
street
do
racing,
that.
yeah. But if I ran into you, I would come out ahead. So Raw Doggin is gonna give an 8. The 7, because he's got stock suspension.
You said
It's
said
not
eight
gonna
first.
flex. I'm gonna
You
take
said
that
eight
7.
first.
Jesse,
You
you
said
did it to
seven
me.
first.
You gotta do it.
It's a 7. It's a 7. Yeah. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna flex enough to, wheel lift also.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna do.
Sean.
I'm actually gonna do.
Both my sway bars are gone. Just in case you were wondering, I have the Sawzall.
I'm gonna do an 8 for Raw Dog, a 7 for the Land Rover, and a 9 on the XJ. And it's gonna be gears that get me there. I think that's the thing out there.
The doubler, I really felt good about grabbing that first.
Yeah, I think that was good.
Yeah.
The thing I've got is power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
I think it'd still be good.
On,
It'd be a
on
good
that
7.
slick rock,
I think there's section.
I'll heat them suckers up and then just
whoa.
all-wheel drive burnout and then just kind of.
Well,
Yeah, but your supercharger will heat soak, and you gotta pop the hood again.
Nah,
You'd be just
I'm
like
good.
the XJ.
it's got an intercooler.
I'm giving everybody an 8. I think that each rig would be equivalent on the trail.
I'm gonna sell my real Jeep and get an XJ just so I can show up and start showing you guys what I'm talking about.
We know what
Do
XJs are
this-
capable
I'm gonna
of.
do
We don't
this
need you
exact-
to do it again.
I'm gonna do this exact build.
This exact build.
Yeah.
Front locker.
Front
no
locker
rear.
only, no rear. Stock axles.
Doubler slider.
I mean, have you?
Yeah.
You've already had
No
this, right?
I have. Yeah.
Without the doubler.
No, without the doubler. But I have had a front locker only XJ. It's great. Yeah, name an XJ and what put some things in front of it, and I'll tell you if I've had it or not. The answer is yes. Yes, I have. In one form or another.
Here we go.
This week on the Campfire Passport podcast, Jesse does math.
It's the whole music.
Well, I met Jesse doing math.
Music.
Okay.
Oh, it worked.
So, totals are Mike 107, Colin 126, Sean 122, me at 116.
So I don't think I have a way to come back from this at this point. So you guys can just wreck me into whatever
You don't know
junkyard
that.
you want.
Sean could.
You think-
Sean,
Okay.
Sean could get flats.
Hold on,
still.
wait a minute though. We're going from here to a place where whoosh power matters. I don't think I have that one. No.
Well,
Okay.
but Sean could still get a flat tire in the sand.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
They're
Or on the
Patagonians,
road
remember?
to the sand. You never know.
On the
Yeah.
road to the sand, yeah.
Why not both?
So, we go Sean, Colin, me, Mike this time.
Sure.
Okay.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
You're the host.
I completely forgot where I'm at.
Yeah. The only one with a number still is Colin. All the
Okay.
rest of them fell off.
Sean, you're first. Rolling the dice. 4.
Every
You're
time.
good.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Patagonia's held
Colin.
up to the heat.
5. You're good.
Okay.
Mike,
Me.
11. You're good.
Not if you had
thank goodness.
Pats.
If I had Pats, I'd been doing it. Yeah. It's because I went up to the general. You know.
Me. Oh shit! On the floor again. Towards the
Oh,
chicken
boy.
coop.
He muted himself.
5. We're
5.
good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So
And that seems pretty reasonable.
That
now-
means we all made it. I'm okay with that. Everybody
I've
made
seen-
it through Moab.
There's a guy on
Okay.
35s that took an XJ through Moab with open diffs, stock front and rear, and it was a 35-30 setup. And I think it was like a budget lift, like a boost, a spacer in the front and blocks in the rear. And he went out with a bunch of Bronco, like the new Bronco guys.
Oh, I saw that video.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
the dude rolled and then his daughter drove up that same trail after the guy rolled just to kind of like. So Moab, I feel like everybody could do all right as long as you're not in a Bronco.
Hey, none of us picked that. All right.
Yeah.
So Winchester Bay. So I think, oh boy, that 4.7 still doesn't have much power, especially with 40s.
40s.
Yeah.
So, which would probably, for me, would probably be the highest number since I can't vote for myself. I'd say a 7 for Sean. I'm gonna go. Oh boy, it's probably about the same. I'm going 6 XJ, 6 JK.
Not a lot
6
of Dune
XJ,
rigs there.
6
Not a lot of
JK.
Dune. Yeah, yeah. Both of those are 6s because I think the gearing will help a little bit on the JK, but it's got 38s, so it's like it's almost a level playing field power to gearing wise on those two.
Yeah.
Because you're not
mine-
going to run it in low in the sand. So
No.
you're just-
I was. When we went out in the JK, when I was hitting that shock bolt or
Right,
that
the
track bar
doubler.
bolt. No, I know, but
you're
I'm
not going
saying,
to run it low.
but I was in 4-1 low in my Rubicon when I was doing all the sand stuff out there because I didn't have enough power. Otherwise, I couldn't. Like I had the traction and I had the flotation to get up all those dunes, but I didn't have enough horsepower. It would just go wah, 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 wah. I wouldn't sink.
Yeah,
Just
and that guy on the
stop.
side by side was watching you from the top of the hill. It was pretty funny.
It was great.
All right, Mike.
Colin gets a 10.
Well, of course he does.
Everybody else gets 5s.
Wow.
Because I want to watch the world burn.
All right.
Jeez.
I've
Okay,
been out
you-
there in a JK.
I do want to see the 100 jump though.
Yeah,
John.
I'd do that. I'm game.
It'd be pretty fun.
We'll jump the same jump, Colin. It'll be great.
Yeah, hell yeah, I will.
I'm gonna give Colin a 9 because I still am the 10.
He doesn't believe in tens.
No.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give the XJ a 7 and the JK a 6, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because the XJ has a lot more fuck it available.
That's fair.
Yeah, it
that's
just
fair.
has a.
Yeah,
There's
that
red
4
line.
It
liter-
doesn't have $20,000
gonna-
of portal to worry
it's
about.
gonna
you know?
fit
No,
in.
you've got red line for days.
Yeah.
I'll cut the exhaust off before I go because I still have my Sawzall,
Jesus.
and it's just gonna be spitting fire out of a straight pipe.
And topless.
Yep. Yeah, I cut everything off. So there's no weight to it now. See?
Mike
No
and the
structural
Jeep will be
rigidity,
topless.
no weight.
Yeah, I've cut everything off at this point. There's no windshield. I'm wearing goggles. The hood's gone because I was overheating. Both fenders are gone because tires took them out.
Yeah. Mike, you're getting a 7 from me. Colin, I hate to say it, but you're getting a 10.
Hate to say it.
Well, no.
I
'cause
love to hear you say it, though.
Man, I want to see that thing jump so bad. And then Cruiser, I want to give a 10, but I'm going to give it a 9.
'Cause
Only because it's not going to do as good as that supercharged. Oh, V8, it's so
150 less
good.
horsepower.
Oh,
I think you're
man.
giving yourself too
Yeah,
much
and
credit
more
with 152.
drivetrain loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I think on a wheel or a regular dyno. Like on a hub dyno, you might be 150, but on an actual like rolling road, I think those 40s will make you much different than 150
Speaking
loss.
of that, while Jesse's doing
I
math,
saw this video.
did you see the Nate thing?
Yeah, I
How-
was
Yeah, the 40.
curious about.
The what size? Because they were 40s,
Yeah.
right?
And it went down to a
And
31.
it was so versus
30,
the
I think.
33.
Was it 33? I thought it was
Yeah.
a 31. Okay.
It was so versus a 33 was 70 horsepower loss at the wheels.
Yeah.
What was interesting is that they couldn't get it to spin to
It couldn't
max
even rev.
power
Yeah.
on 40s. That made me go,
It didn't rev to above 5,600 or
That felt
5,300.
but, whatever. Crazy.
Yeah.
No power.
Wah, 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 wah. Just making
That was hilarious.
noise.
All right. Our tallies are totaled. It is
Now-
time.
Well,
I'd like to
filled there.
point something out. When you brake on the dunes, it's usually a more aggressive brake than if you brake anywhere else.
Well, the
'Cause
winch
you're-
isn't doing me much good on the dunes.
You're
that's-
doing high speed. You're doing jumps. You're like
well,
front axle.
you aren't doing jumps, but
Or
I
high
sure
speed,
am. I'm in an
actually.
XJ. Are you kidding? The first time
Yeah.
Haley went,
those little ones, yeah,
yeah.
the little dunes. You just
No,
get real close to it and then hammer it.
do you remember when I Leroy Jenkins my way up that hill that everybody was getting stuck on that Alvord trip?
You were the one that lifted
Yeah.
wheels, yeah.
I jumped it. I bent the axle housing.
We're all
Remember I was talking
jumping.
about how they were probably fine, and I forgot about that until
Yeah.
just now that I bent that axle housing. It leaked until I sold it.
We are all jumping. Okay, that is a given in these fuck it all rigs.
Jesse's gonna fold a link off the front.
No, the
Come
stub
on.
axle will come off the portal.
Yeah.
We'll just have a wheel
No,
come off.
The upper control arms will just
Pass
tear
him.
out of the axle because it's gonna have all that leverage forward.
Roll those dice, Jesse.
Yep. I'm just going to go like this. Mike,
Okay.
Okay, Mike's first. Okay.
11.
blow?
Good thing you don't have Pats.
Wow.
All right.
Front axle held up to the dunes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're good
Colin,
bump stops.
back in goddamn ground.
Uh-oh.
Just what are you rolling into? Is it are you like rolling onto a concave device is it a pyramid? What is happening?
You got an 8, and I'm rolling onto a tiny little piece of tabletop paper.
Okay.
Sean,
Pat
11.
God damn it. Is that the second or the
Blowout.
third time?
That's the second time. It was the first. Wasn't it like the first? It was Klein
thing, yeah.
and the final. So first trip and last trip.
Yeah.
And he's changing tires now. After that, to the first trip and last trip, he says, "Fuck Patagonias." He's getting something else.
I'm going odd this time again.
Odd again.
7. It is an
Wow.
odd.
Save
right.
yourself.
Self recovery with that
Halftime.
I
bumper.
don't even know why I got a
Oh.
winch. I wasted a pick on a winch.
Yeah.
More math.
It's the whole music.
Bonus points for anybody that knows
where's my pen?
what this is from.
That's Brack. Yeah. I like all kinds of corn. I like all kinds of corn.
What is it?
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good.
It's the best
Okay.
after
now-
hour show of my childhood.
Now me. 9.
Might
All right.
Mike and I are the
So-
only ones that had issues.
Yeah. New build.
Yeah.
The total points. Mike, 127 in fourth place.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jesse, 133 in third place. Sean is
If it wasn't for those tires,
138.
I could have picked the 33s and probably won here.
Well,
Well, you
I
are
gotta
one.
give you. I wouldn't have given you the same points. Yeah.
Well, but you ended up on a very nice number, which is not the nicest of numbers, second nice number. You are 138, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
All right.
And of course, the obvious winner, the classiest, the winner, the supercharged V8 L322.
Now,
What were my points though? You didn't tell me how many points I got.
Oh, you got 155.
155. Man,
Yeah, you
smoked,
dominated.
smoked you fools.
I mean,
So once again, the least reliable car in the world is the most reliable car in the world.
Yes, in this made up
if
game.
there's anything I've gained from
just roll
this,
this dice. Yeah.
it's not worth it buying a Jeep.
No.
Buy a Land Cruiser or buy a 322.
I think
Say whatever you want. If the only thing that anyone of
That
these
could be build
builds,
choice too.
yeah, my XJ, I can actually afford that right now, and I feel okay
yeah.
about that.
I'm sorry. These two are completely out of the realm. Actually, even this JK with just portals is completely
Portals,
out of
yeah.
the realm of buying anything. But, you know,
Mine's the most realistic actual build, and if I'd have known there was a,
But Sean's and mine are the best builds.
I think
yeah.
for what they're gonna do, I agree. Yeah, if
The
if we
points
were
don't
in
why.
no.
So-
if we were doing what we're doing now with our lives,
There's no arguing with the points.
So-
Obviously, this is how
I'm
you
just
figure
saying,
these things out.
now that I know the game, I wouldn't have built a rig that I could actually build. I would have built.
in what world?
Spaceballs.
That wasn't
In
the
what
point of
world
the
did you
game.
think you were gonna have to
I don't.
build this
Yeah.
yourself?
I don't know.
Come on.
I would have assumed if there's an XJ as an option,
I asked
I
how
would have
realistic we
assumed
were
there was
being
some sort of
on the front end.
I did
some
too.
sort of value category or something similar.
So,
I assumed with an XJ there would be a value category or something similar. So that's okay. That's all right. I know now. I know better. I'd have started with the solid axle swap, and then I would have gotten 40s.
You have a solid axle. Why would you get a solid
Because
axle?
I
I could
know.
have gotten
I wouldn't have been 30s at that point if I was doing a solid axle swap. It'd have been tons.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. I'm learning.
That
Colin,
makes sense.
If we
Would
ever do
you
it
like-
again,
would you like to know what you've won?
Oh, I won something
All right.
Yeah.
other than
are you giving away
The
something that I
knowledge.
already own?
No.
What do you-
Well,
Oh.
I mean,
see a-
you-
a white pointy thing hanging down here. Oh, good. I got the Lucas oil
That's mine.
For all
That's
the-
just literally
for all the
mine.
leaks I don't have.
no. You gave it to me, Mike, and now I'm gifting it to the winner
Stop
of our winner of our competition with his unreliable 322.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Uh,
Um,
oh,
yeah.
hey,
That'll be the first Lucas product I have in my possession.
There you go.
If I
I
ever
was
get
gonna
it.
say
in
you
my
got to take
it
possession
will be the
first.
first and
Yeah.
last.
Put it in
because
the
it'll just
put it in your
exist
key case. It'll
garage.
help with your. Isn't your transfer case still leaking a little bit?
Nope.
No.
Not anymore. Fix that.
All right. What was it? Was
Thinking about
the seal you were talking about?
It was the drain plug getting pulled out
Oh.
Yeah.
You just retap
by a
it
rock.
and-
thinking about leaks. Did that leak down test on your dad's diesel?
I haven't heard. I meant to ask, and I was really busy today. So
I'm curious
That'll
to
be-
hear.
that'll be for a later day.
Yeah. For another time.
And next time on the Campfire Passport podcast, we find out about Colin's dad's truck.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And I'm gonna of the builds that we have here, by the way, I would have if they were all stacked in front of me, I'd take Sean's.
You know what? So would I.
Yeah.
Colin, that's a good point. Colin, what would you do? I know what you would do. You would do this
Yeah,
exactly.
nobody-
I as much as I would
Yeah.
as much as like wheeling wise, the 100 would be the better one, but I would L322.
Yeah.
Front and rear locker,
I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
tons of power,
I
long
get it.
travel. Like that's a do everything truck. It won't do the wheeling as well as the 100
Mm-hmm.
necessarily, but it will do everything else way better than the 100 will. So
Yeah. I am personally torn. Like I love both of these rigs, especially with the build outs that ended up on them. I just the Toyota kid in me wants to do the 100 series, but you know, the classy rat trash kid that I am wants the 322. I'm going 100 series. Just also because this is more obtainable.
Yeah, I think
This is so like doing a long travel kit on a 322 would just be absurd.
Yeah, I think
The
like
amount of
without
fabrication work.
Absurdly cool.
it'd be so cool. I've never seen that, and I think that's part of it for me. Like without knowing like the aspiration of what it would be, and it just being kind of like a dream thing. Like
It'd be like that red L405.
yeah,
you
that would
saw.
be that. If it was
That would
Yeah.
that would kind of be what it would be like.
yeah, okay, well, yeah, then I'm super into that. I don't know. I mean, I think that I would pick what I did just because I like that idea. And to me, that is like, Mike's talking about like the obtainable thing, which I wouldn't factor into this whole thing, but I do. It is like an aspirational build that's like there. Like I could see myself
Yeah.
transitioning to that like relatively easy. So I don't know. I think it's cool.
It's basically what I want to do to a Tahoe. I want to do essentially that build, but to a Tahoe. So it's already LS swapped.
This
Plus
build,
20%.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's not that much.
Well,
20% more, but it's probably 20% less
It's an
money,
LC
though.
100
Oh,
plus.
easily, yeah.
It's a lot less money.
Although you would definitely, I would think that you would do a different rear axle if you did a Tahoe, whereas the Land Cruiser most likely.
Yeah,
unless you decided to,
the Tahoe
Yeah.
would be probably tons
would
versus
be full tons,
Land
yeah.
Cruiser being able to be like Land Cruiser.
that
shit.
might balance
Yeah.
it out.
yeah,
a
but
little bit.
I mean, a rear axle for the Tahoe is easy as going and
Oh.
finding a $300 corporate 14.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good point.
it'd be no
So
money
easy.
for the rear.
the only problem with the corporate 14 is you have one option for a selectable locker.
I wouldn't want a selectable locker.
Okay.
God damn that convenience! I don't
Spool
want
that
it.
shit. Spool that shit. My 14
I
bolt
want
that I had.
G locker. No,
I don't want that. No, I put a spool in the. So I had a 14 bolt in the XJ I built. The
Fast
87
forward
I
to
had.
Mike 2 years from now owns this truck, hates it because it chirps around every corner and
'Cause
no
it's
one
got a
else will drive it.
And he's
I wouldn't
burning
mind.
up those 40-inch Patagonias.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're cheap, so I don't
It's
really
so
care.
cheap, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Shit.
I get a flat on the front. I move one of those
He's got
fronts to
a
the back.
he's got
and
a
then I get another
subscription
one.
through Amazon. They just deliver them
Yeah.
every 6 months.
Save 5% that way.